I'm running for sheriff because I have lived here for 56 years. I came out of the Army, came to Miami, where I've lived most of my life. This is where my family has been raised. This is where I got married. This is where I have made my life. And public safety is very important in this community. I am committed. There are some candidates that don't live here, don't even vote here, but they're running for sheriff. I'm committed to this community. My roots are deep in this community. I've served this community for 36 years as a state trooper with the Florida Highway Patrol. I've been here through everything. From Andrew to the collapse of the towers, I've been here. I've never turned my back on this community. My experience in law enforcement makes me the ideal candidate for sheriff based on my 36 years of experience, where I've had just about every specialty position that you could think of. Being president of the union, where I have experience in negotiating contracts on both sides of the table, as a union representative and also as a trooper. My also experience is that I'm the only candidate who has been elected to public office. I was a city commissioner for 11 years. Out of those 11 years, I served 4 as the chairman of that commission, which gives me a variety of experiences when it comes to legislation, which is very, very important in the next sheriff's position, where you're going to have the experience to be able to navigate through that bureaucratic process to be able to have a smooth transition. So that is why I'm committed. I have the experience. I live here. I am devoted to this community, which I have worked for and has given me a lot. And I'm willing to give it back on focusing on what we all need, which is public safety. Community policing is very important. I think as an outsider, since I come from the Florida Highway Patrol, I could bring the necessary positive changes to a department that doesn't want any changes. They want to maintain the status quo. And when it comes to the community, we have a very diversified community that has different needs. And we need to be in sync with the entire community. We need to be involved in the community, with the corporate community, with the faith-based organizations to make sure that we address the issues that affect us all. And we reach the people that need to be reached. This department focuses more on putting more money into tactical efforts instead of putting into resources where we could apply money to reduce crime prevention, money towards our youth. You know, as the sheriff of this county, the first interaction that I want from a youth with the police department, I want it to be a positive one. I think that we are the heroes. We are the role models, not the drug dealers out on the street. So being the sheriff, I will focus on making sure that my police officers, when they're out on the street, and they're not doing anything, they're either at a school or at a park interacting with kids, I'm going to give them the best possible tools for them to work and be able to do their jobs. But I'm also going to give them a basketball, I'm going to give them a football and a soccer ball. And when they're not doing anything, they're going to be in parks interacting with kids to make sure that we win them over. Our community is important. If we don't have the support of this community, we cannot fight crime. We can't put a police officer in every corner, but we could certainly work with the entire community to win them over to help them make Miami-Dade the safest county in the nation. One out of every 5 Americans suffer from mental health issues. Our community, we have a crisis, and we need to apply the resources that we need to apply to be able to address that issue. We need to bring in professionals that know how to deal with that, to assist us and train us properly so we can become better. You know, every time that they call the police and you go out there, you want the police to just go in and take care of the situation. Well, in mental issues, we have to step back a little bit and be more cautious at how we address those issues, especially today where we have autism, where we have people that special needs. I have a nephew who's autism, and our family trains, and we work together to make sure that we do it right. What we need to do is we need to hire the right people. We need to stay within our lane. Law enforcement needs to do his job, stay within his lane, but we need to bring in professionals that know what they're doing. Look, every day in our community, something happens where they call professionals out there, and you don't see people getting shot. So we need to address those issues. We need to put more resources, and we need to better train to make sure that we provide that service and basically assist those that need the service that they need and the assistance. Well, listen, if No, I will not be knocking on people's door as your sheriff, asking people for documents or stopping people on the street. There are a lot of people in this community that have lived here and are good-abiding citizens. Now, if you are an illegal immigrant and you have committed a crime, yes, you will be arrested. And if you need to be deported, we will work with the agencies to get you deported. But once again, there are a lot of people in this community that have been here for many, many years who are law-abiding innocents. And I don't think we have the resources or the manpower to be knocking on people's doors, asking people like the Gestapo whether you're a resident or not. So no, I will not be doing that. Now, once again, if you are an illegal immigrant and you commit a crime, you will be arrested and you will be turned over to the authority. And if it is us assisting them to transfer you to the proper authorities to get you deported, we will do that. Wow, living in South Florida. I've lived here for 56 years. I love it. I've never left it. You know, there's some candidates that don't even live here. They don't even vote here, but they want to hold the most important position in law enforcement in this community. I love Miami because of its diversity. I love Miami because it's a world within a city. It is a city that always has something to show and showcase, and the beauty of it is its diversity. I mean, I love South Florida. I've never left it. I left it when I joined the Army and came right back. And I've served it for 36 years as a state trooper here, so I know this community from one point to the other. I've worked it all. I've been on the road most of my life, so I know what this community could offer. I know what this community brings, and at times where we are faced with the most horrible situation, we come together time after time. That's what makes South Florida such a beautiful place, and it'll be an honor for me to serve this community as your next sheriff.